Greetings, everybody. This is a how-to video on how to, it's a home protection powder. You'll hear Velvet in the background because I've got the door closed. The incense that I am burning today as I am preparing this is the apple cinnamon. And we will, I always break off the majority of the bottom part of the stick, and I just leave a little bit of the stick to put in the holder, because sometimes they are so long that the ashes have a tendency to fall out everywhere, and shortening it up, it has a tendency to stay on the stick. So that's the apple cinnamon incense. Now, again, this is a home protection powder. This is not one that I use around my perimeter, around my property, even though I do make several different ones because I switch them up. This one is one that you would use to sprinkle around your windowsills and your doorways. Keep in mind, be mindful of your pets. Okay, be mindful of your pets. Make sure your pets cannot get into anything. I'm just going to make a small one because all you need is to just get some and sprinkle it. You're not dumping it. You're just lightly sprinkling it. Okay, and we're going to use some chili powder. Remember, you don't need very much. Just depends on if you have a very big home or you have a smaller home, because the smaller ones won't have as many doorways or windowsills. So you make it according to how much you think you're going to need. And I'm going to go ahead and light up this working candle. Okay, hopefully you can see that there. Maybe if I move my seat back a little bit more, you could, it'll be better. Okay, yeah. Okay, then you're going to use wild sage. And you're going to sprinkle some in here. This is dried really good. This wild sage, we gather ourselves. I wished I found a place that they had this growing wild around here. Where we find this at, where it's growing wild in Arkansas. So when we go to Arkansas, we get that from there. Okay. This is sea salt. The coarse sea salt. You can use any sea salt you like. You can even use Himalayan salt. You can use witch's salt, which I add that into my my protection hedge perimeter powders that I make. And So I'm going to put one in here. Now keep in mind too, a lot of my protection powders that I make, I change them up all the time. I don't want to have bad spirits getting used to one kind. This is the curry powder. I just wrote on it curry powder. Rue. Rosemary. I told my husband next year we have like a big dog pen that I put up many, many years ago, when it goes from one side of the house all the way to the other side of the house. Goes long ways, like a big, huge rectangle. So that when I let Velvet out the door, I don't have to worry about any other animals getting in or anything. There's just one little section on the side that the cats can fit through and go underneath the house to have protection, to get out of the elements and stuff like that. And so what I am going to do, I thought about it because I saw this rosemary. That's all I need. And I have it sectioned off in like separate kennels back in the back. The kennels is all within the long one. And so one of them has a tarp over it so that when I let Velvet out in bad weather, if it's raining, she can go up. You know, she's still within the pen, but she can go under the 10 by 10 section that has the top on it. So she needs to take care of her business. She won't be out in the rain. And so I told my husband, I said, one of those kennels, I want him next year to build me some tables and like a some square sections all on top of the tables and then down. And then that way I can put soil and stuff in it, and I can do my own rosemary and lavender and stuff like that that I use for my workings that, you know, if I don't find them real close by, and even like that wild sage, then I can plant them in there myself. And I'm not having to worry about bending down. I'm not having to worry about dogs, you know, the dog getting into it or anything like that. It has a separate gate. I can close the gate if I want to, which 100% chance I'm going to, because I don't want the cats to go in there. I don't want them using my soil. So that's, you know, what I'll do. So when I saw the rosemary, I thought about that. I was just throwing that in. Then bay leaves. And we are going to crush these up real good. I use my fingernails to like break the little sections on them. Help break them up. As I am doing this, I am putting my energy and my intent into it. I need to get my mortal pestle. And my selenite stick that I used to up. Move that for a minute because these leaves need to be crushed up some more. While I am doing that, I am going to use Chinese holly. For those that's not aware, Chinese holly, their leaves have like a pica, a thorn on the tip of them. There, you can see it there. And so I will use several of those. So I don't want to break those ones up with my hands, except for just kind of giving them a little crunch without really jabbing myself. Even the other ends where you clip them off, once you dry them, they also will poke you. Looks like in there. And I like to stir them with the selenite. But also the selenite is self-charging, self-cleansing, and I also use it too to help charge. Now, as I am mixing this up and putting my intent into it, and I will also chant, guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels, protect us and defeat everything negative that tries to come our way. This home and family are protected from all evil and enemies. Guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels, protect us and defeat anything negative that tries to come our way. This home and family are protected from all evil and all enemies. And that's as well as I think some of you are aware, a lot of times if I'm burning incense, I will add the ashes into it also. I'm crushing the rosemary up in there too. If some of the pieces are too big, you just try your best to break them up a little smaller. Since you're going to be sprinkling it, you want them as small as you can get them, really. Guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels, protect us and defeat anything negative that tries to come our way. This home and family are protected from all evil and enemies. And I'm going to put it in here. Oops. So almost dropped it. So you can see. what it looks like. Guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels protect us and defeat anything negative that tries to come our way. This home and family are protected from all evil and all enemies. And then you take it, bless it, and I ask that God and Jesus, you incorporate whoever you pray to protect you. And this is the how to make the home protection powder for your window sills and your doorways. And thank you. Blessed be, and have a great day. Bye.